fabulous. What we have here tonight is something that I haven't done in a really long time, and I realized that I don't have a pink version, so I thought, here we go. It is a glass that I don't recommend for drinking from, following any of this, but for a nice something on your desk, paperweight, pretty paperweight, pen holder, anything like that. That's what I would suggest for these once they're completed. I'm going to pour over that glass while it's on the canvas, so it's a 2-for-1 deal. So that got me a little bit excited. We're going to use magenta. This is what's left over, and some white, which was also left over, titanium white. So what I did is I mixed up a small combination of approximately half of each to get a paler pink. And then also we have gold. So they're all Montmartre paints, but we have a metallic in this one. So let's see. All right, so just pulling this up now so I can see who comes in to say hello and if there are any questions in the chat. So be sure to change it over from top chat to the live chat. There is potentially some little lines with little bars where you can press on that and click on live chat. So, and hello Mum, how's it going? All right, so at this point I'll say welcome to Tracy Creating. I am Tracy, and throughout this video may you be inspired, learn something new, or simply relax while you're watching. I did almost have a resin idea in mind, but then realized I'm out of my nitrile gloves, so we'll stick to an acrylic pour for this one. All right, so this is an 8" by 10" canvas, so that's what we're going to pour over the top of. Here is my glass tumbler. So nice size. The inside of the glass seemed to be out of balance a little. So I've put a bit of padding in there with some paper towel and then put it on top of the cup, which seems to level out that difference. So now it's sitting flatter. And this is isopropyl alcohol. So I'm just going to spray it down, put my hand on the inside, and the least I can touch it afterwards, the better. So just spray down the outside and the top, and using a fresh paper towel, wipe it all over. You just want to make sure that you're getting any grime, dirt, dust off of it, and that looks really good. So I'll minimally try and touch it to put it back on. Okay, just finding that balance again. Alrighty, all good. How am I? Yeah, good, not too bad. I'm pleased that I realized I have an orangey yellow one of these glasses. I have a blue, different shades of blue and white. I have purple and white. I have green. Different shades of green and white. I didn't realise I didn't even have a pink one, so we are going to remedy that. So I'm pretty happy. Alright, so this is the placement I'd like to do it. Not quite in the centre, a little bit off. Because what comes down to the canvas we will have a look at later. See what we want to do with that. So first we're going to create a dirty cup. So we'll start off with a little bit of a white in the bottom. I think I'd actually like to put a little bit of gold next. So potentially with this gold and the magenta, I might get a little bit of apricot-y peach. We'll see. Try and give you a better view of the cup. So we'll go with the magenta next. Then we'll go with a bit more of the white. So now it'll just be about layering the cup. That was not very smooth. It was like blob, blob, blob. Okay. All right. Some of the lighter pink. Some gold. So it's just, yeah, layering it through. So I think I'll have to assess what other colour I don't have and get one of those done too. Then I can finish them all off with a nice resin layer before Christmas. Okay. Some more of the light pink, which could also be created very much on its own without having to have mixed this one between the white and the magenta in the cup. All right, so we are definitely going to have enough for the glass and the canvas. So that is always a good feeling to know that, to be able to be confident about that. Well, now that's going to overflow. Oh boy. All right, so I'm just going to move you over, give you a little bit of a side view while I do this bit. All right, so you can see, you can't even see the top lip of the cup on that side. Whoa! So to start with, I'm just going to do a little bit of a straight pour, and then as it gets easier to move the cup in smaller circles, do a little bit of a swirl technique over the top. Okay, let's go. Okay. Starting to get easier now. And I just want to make sure that my cup is definitely pink. I don't want it predominantly having a gold side. I want it pink with gold accents, gold feature lines throughout. Oh, that's getting to be beautiful. Okay, I think I'll stop there. If I do need any of the corners getting reached, I can use what's inside the cup. It's plenty of paint, because also we'll need to just let that have a little bit of a moment in time to move a bit, move as much as it's going to. It will keep moving for a little bit of time. And what I like to do after I've taken it off here, and I'll do this for the next couple of hours, is just come along and without really touching the glass, all I'm doing there is just touching the drip that is coming off the glass and wiping it away. So I'm not actually touching the rim of the glass. There we go. Awesome. We could turn this around by turning the whole thing. Now we definitely got the pink glass, and wow. Wow, you can see it starts over here. It's gold sweep that comes down. That is so pretty. And then as you come around, the gold lines thin out where we come back to the pink. Stunning, gorgeous. All of the above. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift off this cup. I'm not going to sit here too much longer. I know that there's still a little bit more movement to be had, but we're just going to move it off to the side over here. So not bad at all. Why, thanks. Okay, so we'll just move it over to here, but we need to just move this across so that we have the space. So this, just run my finger around that bottom edge again, trying to only touch the drips, not the actual glass. Sorry, a little bit of concentration going there. All right. So now we'll pick it up by the cup, move it over. Oops, bumped it with my hand, so hopefully that settles in as it continues to move. See the paint's closing in down here. Yeah, I think that will be fine. Excellent. So this is very mixed to me. What I feel like I'm going to do to start with is just cover the whole canvas. Get the whole canvas covered in paint. I do love this gold, especially when it dries. It really just shimmers beautifully. I really felt like I may need to embellish this or something else. I do think it's definitely predominantly pink. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, I do have a Facebook group called Tracy Creating Group. We do have a couple of little bits of fun in there where I'll choose a theme or a colour, and you share images of something you've created, and then your image may be on the Facebook cover of that group for a short time. So just things like that. If there's any questions, you can post them in there. Post artwork for inspiration or any inquiries with it. So here we go. I still feel like there might be something needed for this. So I'm just going to take a moment, have a look. I think I like it this way actually. And let me quickly right, so in the cupboard to the left of me, bum bum bum, I have some wool. So this one we're going to add in a little string dip flower. How about that? And the only thing it seems I'm missing are scissors. So okay. All right, one moment. This is what happens when it comes up at the last minute. And so you just want a pair of scissors and there's not one around. Okay, so I've grabbed a knife. How long? Yeah. Okay, move that out of the way. The one thing about wool that I like to make sure it's out of the way is because it's fluffy. It's very fuzzy. So there we go. We're going to grab what's left of the magenta, put the string inside. So dip it all the way into the paint. Now it looks like I was being a little bit conservative. Nope, the opposite to that. When I cut my string, it's quite long. So we'll get it dipped into the magenta and just add a bit of a highlight flower on here. I think that will look really pretty. Okay. There we go. All right, so I may just have to move the camera again. So sorry about the glare, but this will be the best side for you while I do that. And Yeah. Wow, definitely really long. Jeepers. We can make use of that. There we go. Make perfect use of it. Oops, sorry. I really thought I had you bumped out of the way so that I wouldn't bump you. Okay. You can see that settled in nicely. Settled into the paint that's already on the canvas. Now there is a lot of paint, so as you can see down here there's this pooling. That's a really good example to show you that there is a lot of paint on your canvas. So I'm going to be really steady. There's no rush, because if I go really fast, it's going to pull underneath that paint and cause a different kind of effect than what I'm after. There we go. Just work our way all the way down to the bottom. There's no rush. There we go. Very soft, delicate flower. So that's just going to settle back down. You love that magenta. Yeah, it's a colour I seem to go to quite a lot. So I don't know that I love magenta, but I do love this one in particular. Beautiful, thank you. Alrighty, so there we go. That's where we're going to leave it. We'll see how this settles in. I know that there is a lot of paint on the surface, and you would have seen that in between those string as I was pulling it down. So yeah, that's what we've got for you tonight. I hope that you found some inspiration, education, or relaxation. And yeah, I just want to say thanks so much for being here. Please subscribe, like the video, comment below, and share it with others who may also appreciate it. That would be amazing, and it really does help. So there we go. I'll come down, I'll give you a close-up and give you a quick look over at the glass, because you will see how much has still been moving. Hi Bruce, how you doing? There we go. So you can see that paint has still been dripping down below. Let's see, I'll give it a bit of a turn. Let's see that other side. It's slippery. There we go. Just a little bit, you'll be able to see there how the gold comes down, wraps around, and it's come down the outside of the glass. Alright, so after I sign off, I'll just go around the edges again and wipe off the drips you can see there. I'll come around and wipe those off until it stops moving so much. So, there we go. We'll start with this left front corner and go up through the flower. So it's very delicate, just enough to add that little bit of stronger colour, that bit of contrast in that area. So these kind of effects happen from the dripping off the glass. So that looks cool. We seem to have a like totally random cell over here, but I'll leave it. I don't want to play with it. And some great lines and effects. Yeah, so really happy with this. There we go. Excellent. All right. So as I said, we'll sign off now. Thanks so much for being here. You're awesome. And please, if you're heading out anywhere or anything, take care. It is important because you are important. All right. Thanks again. You're legends. Be kind, be creative, and be fabulous. Bye.